Hi. Finally, we're awake. Um, Gosh, I'm still with my neck, but I'm sure it'll get better soon. But yeah, I just got my confirmation this morning that I'd done 2,000 hours of being watched on the Fairy Channel. I'm like, I didn't think anybody thought I was that interesting to listen to. Well, as you can tell by my hair, I've just jumped out the shower. I did brush it before I came on. I hung off to the hairdressers this week. Oh, that's better. I don't look as though I've been electrocuted now, which is good. Oh, I'm sorry. Old bones, girls. Old bones. I have to get comfortable, otherwise I will not be able to sit for long. I have pulled a muscle in my back. Sort of, if you imagine that's your spine, and you've got your kidneys either side. It's just below there, and honestly, I'm better off standing than I am sitting, because sitting is just a whole new level of pain. I'm on paracetamol. Ow. I feel as though I've been kicked by a horse, and I actually do have experience of being kicked by a horse. It's not much fun, and that's just what this feels like. So, I'm sorry. Oh, no. Mm. Yeah, that might do it. We're not quite needing a fluffy cushion to sit on, but I'm getting there. Anyway, hard times. Yeah, boy, have we got some coming up. I don't know if you saw the news yesterday, but quite a few lenders in the mortgage departments, HSBC, Santander, Virgin, Nationwide, I think they were one of them. They're upping all their interest on their mortgages. It's like, the Bank of England had just dropped the interest, and they're so it's as though the two fractions aren't talking to each other. So good luck everybody that's paying a mortgage back at the moment, me included. Yes, it's not easy. Yeah, keeping I'm so sorry. Keeping your head above water at the moment is just not the easiest thing in the world. Sorry. Oh, pain level at the moment. I want to say rude things, very rude things. So yeah, if you're paying a mortgage back at the moment, woo-wee. Good luck to you, my darlings. I feel your pain because I'm sharing it. I am. The other thing that we've got to look forward to is the plummeting temperature. Oh, yes, we're going to be freezing half patooties off next week. We're going to be something like -2. Yeah, I just got the message through on my extreme weather app alert because I live out in the sticks. And, well, I can honestly say one thing: when you live out where I do, 4x4, it's not a luxury, it's a necessity. You need a truck to get up and down these hills, these narrow, winding hills, and getting over the moors. And you need good winter tires, because if you're in a sports car with tiny wheels, you park that up for the winter. You ain't going to be using it. Get yourself a battle truck. That's what you're going to need. And make sure that you get stocked up with food and water, and if you have an open fire, make sure you've got plenty of logs in, because at this point where we are, the weather can change in a sixpence. It can just flip, and it looks as though winter is definitely on its way. We've been spoiled this autumn. We've had the most glorious autumn. September and October and the first bit of November have been very nice and warm and just absolutely gorgeous. And now winter's here and it's gonna come with a vengeance, and it's got teeth this year. I think we're gonna have snow. I think we're gonna have a winter like we did in 2010. Yeah, 2009, 2010, when it was brutal. There was snow upon snow events and it was cold for weeks. Forget your beast from the east. This was worse than that. And there's a lot of weather people out there that would agree with me. So you really, really need to forward plan at this point and start stocking up, right? Get your flowers in, get your butters in, your oils, your tinned veg. Oh, I'm not joking. I'm sorry. Oh, this is a painful one today. I'm not joking. You're gonna have to really start packing it away. You're gonna be like a chipmunk packing heat. You've got to put it away now and get ready for winter and get ready for what I think is going to be a very challenging 2025 financially for a lot of people. I foresee redundancies coming for an awful lot of industries. I see people struggling with their mortgages next year and paying off their credit cards and paying their bills, basically. Yeah, I can see a liquidity problem coming. So sorry. I see a liquidity problem coming and I worry so much for people that are younger than myself that are going to see this and they're going to panic, right? And what's the first rule if you're in a situation, right, is you do not panic. If you panic, you lose focus and you lose control and everything hits the fan, including yourself, and it's something that you might not be able to come back from. So I'm just basically, hi, right, slow mode is on, sorry. Oh yeah. There we are. Hi everyone. No, we're not now liver. We are now live. Sorry. Oh, there's somebody at my front door. I wonder who that could be. I bet it's the postman with another parcel for my daughter. Goodness me. My daughter. Gosh, what can I say about my darling? She's a wonderful, hard-working nurse. At the moment, it's hell on earth on that ward. They're completely full and it's so busy. They are stacking the kids in the corridor and using the can't decide unit or the CDU. I know. Amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. Oh gosh, that's a bit better. That they're managing to run that hospital at all. It's pandemonium on the children's ward with kiddies coming in with bronchial problems. And you know why that is? And I'm going to tell you. It's because the parents can't afford to heat the houses. Yeah. You're dealing with the poorest of society and their sick children. Alcohol, there are middle class parents and well-to-do parents as well, and they're all bringing the children in, and they've all got a similar thing. They've all got bronchial problems. And my daughter was asking, you know, how are you managing to heat your homes? Because that is a question that they ask. It's a welfare issue. And some parents are quite frank and open of, we can only afford to have the heating on a couple of hours a day. And then their children are getting chest infections, and they're going to school, and they're mingling with other children there and picking up bugs from there, and they're just not getting the heat at home. And food seems to be an issue with some of the parents, that they just don't have enough in the house to feed the children, and it's awful. And I mean, I know what it's like raising kiddies. I know what it was like when we had absolutely nothing, and being able to focus on your children. Yeah, that's what we did. We focused on our children. And it was not an easy task. It was not an easy time. And in fact, it's really painful for me to go back and think about those days of not having enough, not being able to feed the children. And that was when we were starting getting the business going, having lost a business. Yeah. Everyone thinks that because you owned a business, you must be filthy rich. Well, no, you're not. You're not even sometimes breaking even. You're so obsessed and busy making sure everybody else, all your employees, have all got what they need. You sometimes forget, what do you need? And you're so focused on everyone else's survival, you'll forget about your own. Do excuse me. I think the postman's trying to break the door down. Oh, excuse me. Nothing exciting, my darlings, nothing exciting. I'm afraid that was just something for a man here called Bill. Yes, Bill tends to get an awful lot of post. How many things going to Bill? It means they don't come to me. Oh dear, terrible old joke. But yeah, so these kiddos getting stacked up in the corridors. They've got bronchial issues, breathing issues, asthmatic, malnutrition, cold sores. Would you think that's a thing of the past? But no, it's a thing of now. And she had a couple of children that came back from India with typhoid. Joy, they had to get isolated. Awful. I mean, typhoid. I mean, that is a Victorian disease. And they've come back and they've got typhoid. So yeah, they had to get, isolated, which doesn't help when your wards are full and the kids are stacked in the corridors. So, hard times are already, they're not coming, they're already here. You've got parents that can't afford to heat the homes. You got them, they can't afford to feed the children. They can't dress them properly. They're not paying the bills. They're struggling to pay the mortgage. The kids are having to go to school sick because they can't afford to miss any work. Yeah, your hard times are here, my darlings. And and some of you don't even have a network of grandparents around you because you live too far away from them for them to be able to take care of your children. And it's just phenomenal, the pressure that is on your shoulders. But I'm asking you not to panic, and I'm asking you to sit down and plan your way out of this, and do yourself a budget, a spreadsheet, showing where your money's going. Right, that is a useful one. So you can look to see exactly where every penny's going. Another plan is to put a meal plan together. Yeah, I know it sounds very, very basic, but believe me, when you've got a list of ingredients, and you can plan your meals and make meals where you can use more than those ingredients more than once during a week. You know, and if you can, make a little extra and then freeze it for a rainy day. So you got a freezer meal just in case you're late home one night and you need to, you know, get a meal or something ready very quick for your family. So, you know, if you're going to make one cottage pie, why not make two and pop one in the freezer? And then if you know you're going to be late home that night, get it out before you go out in the morning and pop it somewhere like in the fridge, or, you know, if you've got a scullery downstairs, you can pop it there. And, you know, it can defrost. And then by the time you get home, you can pop it in the oven and you got dinner on the table. It's just little things that planning then will save you time later on, which will be a godsend to you. Truly, trust me, it will be. But yeah, it's so difficult sometimes when your head's underwater and you're panicking at that point. And I just want to say to you, you've got this. You can do this. Take a deep breath, calm your nerves, and write everything down. Just do a mind dump on a piece of paper and then work out from there what your budget is, what your meal plan's going to be, when you can afford to do your laundry, you know, work out a childcare plan for like yourself and your partner. Or if you're on your own, have you got a friend who could watch your child while you're out working or something like that? It's not impossible, right? You can work this, you can get around this, but you have to plan. And that's what sometimes people don't plan. And if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Yeah. So hard times, yeah, they're here. It's not easy, but keep calm, get your head on your shoulders, plan your way out of this, right? Let me know how you get on. And I'm not walking away. I'm here if you need to chat. I'm an old bird, an old bird with a bad back. A mother that's been round the block several times. Got the t-shirt if you like. I've got one in university, and I've got one that's finished university. As I say, she's a nurse, and she's seen firsthand just how difficult it is out there. Yes, it is a hard life and it is a hard world, and I can see tough times are in front of us. I really can. But if we work as a team, we'll get there. Okay? If I've got your back, you know, I'm not going anywhere, guys. If we need to talk, I'm usually up all hours. Menopause, man. Can't sleep. No, hot flushes. Well, that's the central eating sorted out anyway. Just all cuddle mom. She knows where it's at. Gosh, and bad backs. Oh, and knees. Oh, dearie me. And necks. Yes, and there isn't a bit of me at the moment that ain't going creak or crunch. Oh, happy days. So anyway, I'm going to have to leave you now because I have to go and run. I have to go run a business. Yeah, I'm just going to go say some rude things and pop some painkillers, I think. Take care of yourselves, my darlings. I'll be with you soon. Bye-bye.